All right, today's Tactical Tuesday tip is going to cover the press check, right? And our press check, what we're going to do with the pistol is we want to make sure that the gun is actually loaded and ready for use. Unlike our standard safety procedures where we want to know the condition of the gun because we're trying to make sure that it's clear and safe, a press check is what we're going to utilize before we get ready to put the gun in our holster for concealed carry, for going on duty, for putting in our safe, for whatever reason. Maybe we're going to do another shooting drill. The press check allows us to make sure that our gun is in a condition where it's ready to shoot, not a condition where it's ready to be stored safely or left alone safely for the safety of everyone around it. This time is I want to know my gun is ready to go when I need it. So in this, what we can simply do is this. The first thing I'm going to do with my press check is I'm going to take the magazine out and I check the magazine to make sure that I have rounds in the magazine. I like to do this first so that if there isn't a round in the chamber, right? Then when I go to put a round in the chamber, I'm ready to because I've checked that my magazine is loaded, right? Unlike if my magazine is empty and there's no round in the chamber, then I check the chamber's empty, I go to rack a round in, but there was no round in my magazine. So the first thing I have to do is check my ammo source. My ammo source, you see the casing here, the round's ready to go. I check the casing in the little windows in the back. Okay, cool, it's loaded. I put my magazine in, I give it a good tug if I want, just to make sure it's seated all the way, depending on your magazine type. From here with a double action style gun, what I'm gonna do is I cock the hammer. From here, I reach underneath the pistol, or I can grab on the top. What I don't do is put my hand in front of the end of the barrel for obvious reasons. I don't want to accidentally shoot my hand. So in this case, I'm going to reach underneath. What I do is I pinch the slide. Cocking the hammer back puts less pressure. Right here, there's more pressure pushing against the slide. I cock the hammer back. Now there's less pressure on the slide. I pinch underneath. I pull back. You see the casing. Okay, cool. So now it's ready to rock. I drop my hammer so my gun is in a safer position. This isn't a safety for the SIG, but I drop the hammer so I can see it. So now this pistol is ready to rock. Rounds in the magazine, round in the chamber. I'm good to holster. Another variation, I can cock the hammer. I can grab from here across the top of the slide. I like to take this thumb across the back and I can pinch and pull back like this, right? And I just go here and again, I see the casing. We're good to go. Okay, cool. What I don't want to do is pull so far back on my press check like this that the round pops out and now I'm like, oh crap, my round fell out. And then I let go and now I didn't go back all the way and now I create a jam. Okay, so in this, now I have to clear this jam, right? In this, now when I do that press check, I peek just a little bit. That way I don't cause a jam. And I'm good to go. Now, let's see what happens if I didn't have a round in the chamber, what it will look like. So I come here, I go to take my look with my press check. Okay, I look and now there's a void, right? There's this empty space. And if I look down, now I see the tip of the bullet head right there. Okay, so now I realize, okay, there is no round in the chamber. I chamber the weapon. I take another press check. And now I see the casings in there. We're ready to rock. I can drop the hammer. When I'm doing this off the range, I want to make sure when I'm going into a high or low position that I keep the muzzle in a safe direction. Typically on the range, let's say this is a safe direction for right now. Typically when I'm on the range, I come out of my holster, I can cock my pistol, I do my press check. Either way, the gun's facing downrange. This is a safe direction. In our urban environment, in my home, in the locker room or the armory or wherever you're going on duty, right, in your vehicle, if we're doing our press check, there is no berm to point into. So we have to make sure that we're pointing the gun in a safe direction when we do this. So sometimes pointing it up, especially if we're trying to be more of a low profile, isn't the best way to do it if we're in our vehicle or anything like that. One of the things we want to take into consideration, if I do it pointed down, if I do it with a low port, what I want to make sure is when I do this, as I do my press check, I don't want to pull the gun up like this and now accidentally start sweeping people if there's people around me. So whatever the condition is, I don't want my press check to change the angle of the pistol as I do my check. So if I'm low and I go here, I keep it low. I don't let the gun rock up. If I'm here high, right, I go here. I don't let it pull the gun out of position. whatever the direction is that I'm doing my press check, I want to keep it pointing in that safe direction while I manipulate the slide. So I hope that helps. Again, just a quick tip on how we make sure that our gun is ready to go before we go out on duty, start our concealed carry, or start that next shooting drill at the range. Hope that helps.